What's up, ladies and gents? I'm your host, CenterStrain01, and welcome to my Let's Play for Fahrenheit Indigo Prophecy Remastered. So, again, this game came out, I want to say 2005, long time ago. I know it as Indigo Prophecy, but some of you out there might actually know it as Fahrenheit, as different parts of the world would call it something different. Well, this is the remastered version that came out, I think, end of last year, sometime around in there, and this the remastered version doesn't do a lot to add to any of the gameplay or anything like that. It's just kind of make it more playable on PC and different devices. Like I believe it's on iOS, I believe it's on all of the apps and things like that, but it's also on PC. So now we can play it in glorious 1080p, and hopefully you guys will enjoy. I am live streaming this, so remember, if you ever want to catch me playing live stream games, please come over to twitch.tv/CenterStrain01. Help me out. I'm trying to get a Twitch partnership as well as the YouTube thing going on, so I really would appreciate that if you guys would help me out with that as well. I'm trying something brand new this time. We're actually streaming with XSplit Gamecaster. I've never used this before, and I gotta say, it's very intuitive and simple at the same time, and it seems like everything is working out pretty good too. So we're here, we're gonna play some Fahrenheit Indigo Prophecy Remastered. This is pretty much the same thing as, if you guys have seen my Heavy Rain walkthrough, or you've seen my Beyond Two Souls walkthrough, David Cage, Quantic Dream, they are the guys that actually made this game. This was one of their first games, so if you're a fan of Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls, well then you're definitely going to love this. It's definitely more of a story, so there won't be a lot of commentary. It's going to be mainly myself going through commentary in certain places, but really great story, and I know you guys are going to love it. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into here. Very excited to do this. I haven't played this game in a good, gosh, I want to say 8 years, something like that. It's been a really long time. But I remember that when I did play it, I sought out the best ending that you could get. But here, this is a Let's Play, so it's been a while since I played it. I don't remember everything from the game, so we're going to experience things again for the first time, and hopefully you guys that maybe weren't old enough to see the game back then are going to respect where games come from, you know, back in 2005 to see where we are now. It's one of those kind of great games. Got all the settings set up as much as possible, so I'm done talking. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy, and we're going to go ahead and start. I like how it says new movie, because it technically is a movie when you get to kind of predict of where, just like Heavy Rain. So if you like Heavy Rain, you're going to love this game. So we're going to do this. We're going to start up a tutorial, of course, and let's do it. It's go time. Again, if you guys have any questions on the stream or on the comments below, let me know.
Hi, my name is David Cage. I'm the writer and director of Fahrenheit. I just thought there's a few things you should know before you get started. I'd like you to meet my friend Bob. You'll be controlling him while you're learning. Let's begin with something simple. Move toward the mark on the floor.
Is that Special Agent Bob? Where is Secret Agent Steve at, huh? That's my question. See if you guys remember that reference. I could have it backwards, though. I always forgot. Pretty cool.
Perfect. Now you know how to move about. You're also going to have to be able to observe your environment. To do so, you'll have direct control of the cameras. Come on, give it a try. You can also look around you and see exactly what you want to see. But you won't be just looking around you in Fahrenheit. You'll also have to interact with your environment. Go to the door. Do you see the symbol at the top of the screen? It indicates the movement you have to make to execute the action. Do it slowly to really feel you're controlling your character's hand. Go ahead. That's cool. Now that you know how to move about, use the cameras and interact with the environment, we can move on to more serious stuff. Fahrenheit has action sequences where your character's life will be in danger. I'd better explain this to you before you find yourself on your own. When this symbol appears at the top of the screen, it means your character is gonna have to make a physical effort. You'll see, you'll be exhausted too.
Oh yeah, feel the burn. Like a pony, like a pony.
Hey, not bad. Now for something a bit more difficult. You're gonna find yourself facing all kinds of dangers in Fahrenheit. You're gonna need a cool head and good reflexes if you want to survive. Let's see how it works.
I absolutely love his accent. Alright, I gotta remember all this as well, so this is new experience for me as well. Still debating on what difficulty level I want to play this on, though.
Okay, I see you've got the hang of it. Now we can move on to something else. You can also choose what you want to say in the dialogues in Fahrenheit. Let's give it a try. What do you think of my friend Bob?
Well, you know, I think he's a good-looking guy, and, you know, it's a great way to stay in shape. I gotta say, I love David Cage's voice. I know he's got that accent that you could just listen to all day long. But I would definitely like to know in the comments below on Twitch, since we are live streaming this, what difficulty would you like to see this on? Easy, normal, or hard? And if you choose easy, well, we're not doing that. So it's either going to be normal or hard. So let's find out. Is Bob sexy or is Bob nice? I personally think Bob's one hell of a sexy man.
Hey Bob, did you hear that? Right, I see you've got the hang of the dialogues. In Fahrenheit, you'll only have a limited amount of time to make up your mind, so you'd better think fast. Now, let's talk about your mental health. In Fahrenheit, your actions modify the psychological state of your character. Each time it changes, the symbol will appear on screen. Take care of your character, otherwise you may fall into depression, madness, or even commit suicide. Oh, I nearly forgot something important. In Fahrenheit, you'll be able to control all the main characters. Be careful. Your every action will have consequences for the story. A word of advice, think before you act. That's it. I've told you everything I know, or nearly everything. There are still lots of things to discover, but I'll leave you the surprise of finding them for yourself. Now it's up to you to play. And be careful, you're entering a world where anything can happen.
Quantic Dream. Aspire R. Present.
Things are never quite what they seem. We think we understand the world around us, but we really only see the outside, what it seems to be. I used to be just like you. I believed in humanity, the newspapers, soap commercials, politics, and history books. But one day, the world kicks you in the teeth, and you don't have any choice but to see things the way they really are. My name is Lucas Kane. My story is the one where an ordinary guy has something extraordinary happen to him. Maybe it was supposed to happen. Maybe it was my destiny or my karma or whatever. I know one thing for sure. Nothing's ever going to be the same again. It all started right here. Where else could it happen? New York, capital of the universe. The chessboard destiny chose for the last big game. I was just another pawn living my pawn's life. Until that night, when my life descended into chaos. What have I done? I didn't want... It was like a dream. Quick. I've got to get out of here before somebody comes in here.
Alright, here we go. We finally got control.
I'm covered in blood. I can't go anywhere looking like this.
Alright, so if I remember correctly, this is a timed event where we have to do as many... kind of, take away all the crime scene, kind of make it more suspicious. And of course, everything that we do makes our kind of anxiety go up or go down or whatever, depending on what you do. So let's go ahead and take a look at the body. Alright, so we're kind of moving our stuff up just a little bit.
I'm bleeding. I must have cut my wrist with the knife. Both of my forearms are cut, too. The knife. I've got to get rid of it. Barred up. I can't get out this way. Empty. Coin. Might come in handy.
Okay, so it looks like we've done pretty much everything that we can actually do in this room. You know, we're calm, you know, we're just gonna do things, you know, kind of act normal. You can see our levels are going up, so we're trying to get back to neutral, I believe. Alright. So, now I remember a lot of this stuff, especially in the beginning, but there's also a lot of things that you might forget, like if you leave without actually paying, then they'll stop you and stuff like that, so there's a lot of things that you can do wrong, so experiencing it for the first time is always the funnest thing to do. You can see we're getting them back up. Now there's also things that you can do that can you can change the camera angles so that way it's a little easier. There's also things that you can do that can actually bring your stress down, and one of those, if I remember, is answering this or calling someone on the telephone. We don't want to bring our levels down, we want to keep them up as much as possible.
I need to get out of this neighborhood before the police get here. Looks homeless. Poor guy. This freezing cold.
Alright, so you can also run as well. Okay, so there's a couple of ways that you can exit. You can exit via, let's see, the subway, or you can also exit via, don't get hit by a car, of course. That was close. There's also cabs that you can exit with, so that's pretty much all we gotta do. And we're back up to neutral. Sweet.
Nobody goes anywhere. A crime has just been committed. I'm going to have to ask you to stay calm and wait here for the police to arrive and check your IDs.